My name's Nikea. I'm 38 years old, single mum of 5, children ranging from 22 down to 5. My family's from Walgett, where the two rivers meet, which is the Barwon and the Namoy. In Orange, this is where my mum's family's from. So I've grown up here since I was 6 months old. I work at Housing Plus, which is a service under domestic violence teams called Women's Domestic Violence Court Advocacy Service. So basically my inspiration to buy the property was for stability for my children. I'm a single mum of 5, so having that stability in when they're getting older, I know that they'll have something to keep when I've passed on, and I will be the first homeowner in my family, so I think that's a real proud privilege to have, and maybe inspire my siblings who are much younger than me to eventually buy their own property as well as my 5 children. I lost Dad in 2015 from diabetes, so having Dad pass away in his 50s and not being able to see this happen, it's a bit hard. So I'm sure he'll be super proud that, yep, I've bought a house. So to purchase this property, I had a gentleman that I work with. His name is John. He was at me, Nikea, you need to buy your property, you need to buy your property. So during the COVID lockdown, I was working from home and I just had a light bulb moment. Okay, I'm going to ring IBA and see what I need to do. So I contacted IBA and spoke to the beautiful team in Wagga. They sent me out forms on what I needed to do, so research, needed bank statements, budgeting, income statements, my confirmation of Aboriginality, what property I was looking at buying, and basically just to show that I can afford a property and I'm ready to own a home. I've actually then contacted AHO, so they did a tour of the grants that were happening all over New South Wales, and that's how I found out about the grants that were available. So it's basically dollar for dollar. So if you save $1, they'll give you $1 back, so you can save up to $10,000, I believe, and that was with the Deadly grant. So I applied for the Deadly deposit grant. Because I've lived in my home for over 5 years, I was considered for the Tenancy Plus grant, which I received the maximum amount for that. So my process for my savings was, during the COVID lockdown, everything was shut, so I wasn't able to spend money, so I basically just saved everything that I could. A bit about my background. I was in a domestic violence relationship. I'm still in the property today from that relationship breakdown. I didn't want to move. When that relationship did break down, I was very vulnerable. My mental health really was impacted, but I still got up, went to work every day, supported, provided for the children. Basically, I began exercising and got my confidence back. I've lived in this house for 12 years now. It's stability for my children. I've loved this house, I love this area that I'm in. It's really close walking distance to all the shops and sporting facilities, so that's one of the reasons I wanted to purchase this property here. At the moment, I'm currently paying full market rent. So when I've spoken to the AHO team and IBA about all the processes, I'll be basically paying the same amount I'm paying in rent. So I feel like, with what I've been through, any other woman out there can own their own home and do what I've done, and my dreams come true of owning that property that I've always wanted. So some of the challenges I had with applying for it was, I don't think I applied soon enough, thinking I wasn't, good enough or didn't have the amount of money I needed saved, or, being a single mother of 5 children, thinking I'm not capable of owning a home and paying a mortgage. When I spoke to the kids about that I'm buying a property, my eldest was really excited. I think I've inspired her to buy her own property in the coming future. As for my little ones, they're super excited. Yeah, they're super proud that, you know, they've got a stable home to live in for the rest of their lives. You know, contact your AHO home ownership team. Could be wherever you're residing in that area, or even on their website there's a number there. The team are outstanding and are there to guide you step by step through each process. Celebrating purchasing my home, I've actually made up some signs. With real estates, you get a sold sign, but when it's brought privately through AHO, there's no sold sign. So I had so much fun in making my own.